A new award next, and one that's presented in association with Apple Music. It's for spatial audio and recognises the outstanding Dolby Atmos recordings and audio technology that have changed the way we hear music. With spatial audio, the sound surrounds you, coming not just from left and right, but also from above, in front and behind you. And to learn a little bit more about Dolby Atmos and spatial audio, I dropped in a few weeks ago on the producer and engineer Jonathan Allen, who's been fascinated with the potential of the technology for some time and is a keen advocate.
Well, Jonathan, the question I think a lot of people ask is, what is spatial audio?
Well, spatial audio is devised from the Dolby Atmos format, which has been developed for a long time now, which has been a cinema format. Essentially, for the music lover, it means we use this word immersive, which means that the music is a lot more 360 around you, so the reflections are coming from above, from behind. For the music lover, it means that the fortes are where music can get quite saturated and feel quite oppressive, and big tutties and big works, or even very intense moments of chamber music. It means that actually you feel less afraid of those tutties. There's space for the sound to grow without it feeling, feeling oppressive or strong, too strong on the ears. And I also think for classical music, it's a game changer in terms of dynamics, because for many, many years, pop has been driving their music louder and louder, and in order to keep the dynamic sensibility and performance of the musicians, classicals have to be very careful to keep the dynamics inherent in their mix. But pop music has to come down in level for the technology itself. And I think for classical music, it's a godsend, because when you go into the playlist, you can go between a classical piece and a pop piece, and actually dynamically and level-wise, is a much more even playing field between the two genres. And I think for people who love acoustic live music, I think it will actually invite more listeners into that arena who may not necessarily always have found classical their first home.
And presumably it's also a sort of easy step if you've been listening to all your movies at home in a surround setup. Actually, you now will start listening to your music in exactly the same ambience.
Absolutely. You can do it at home. You can hear it on headphones. You can hear it on soundbars. You can hear it on, if you can afford it, an incredibly large full fat system, which could go nice and easy onto a luxury yacht. And this experience, because the technology is meant to translate between all the different formats, so the sensation of listening should be as satisfying on headphones as it is on the soundbar, as it is on the full fat, because the format is incredibly clever at being expandable to the different places you listen to. And with spatial audio, Apple have managed to create a very elegant, simple solution to listen to the Atmos mixes from whatever device you have.
Well, time to reveal the inaugural Spatial Audio Award.
Well, as someone whose latest album is in spatial audio, would you reveal our winner?
The winner of the inaugural Spatial Audio Award is Decca's The Golden Renaissance, music by Josquin and his contemporaries, sung by Stile Antico.
We're delighted to have won the very first ever Gramophone Award for Spatial Audio. We were really fortunate to be joined by a fantastic team in our sessions. We had Jeremy Summerley producing and the amazing engineer Dave Rowell. We also continued a really long-standing collaboration with the US engineer Brad Michael, and he was the person who did all the post-production editing and also made it possible for this disc to be released in Dolby Atmos. There's something really special about hearing this music, which is more than half a millennium old, in the latest cutting-edge audio technology. We gave Dave a bit of a challenge during our sessions because it was just in July 2020 when we were emerging from lockdown, and we had to stand in a circle spaced out with 12 singers, and he really rose to that challenge and created an amazing sound, and we were really impressed with what he managed to do. Josquin really deserves all this attention that he's been getting this year, his anniversary year. He's a composer of amazing inventiveness and expressivity, and it was a real pleasure for us to take a deep dive into his repertoire as part of this project for Decca. We're also really delighted that the Tallis Scholars disc of Josquin won the Early Music Award today as well, so it's great to see Josquin getting 2 awards this evening. We're really grateful to Helen Lewis at Decca for everything she's done for us, and to Jeremy Summerley for producing the disc, and particularly to our engineers, Dave Rowell and Brad Michael. Thank you very much.